What's going on? How y'all doing today? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. And yes, we've got Secret Wars Battleworld issue 1. Now, I actually forgot about this issue. I bought this issue on the same day, well, the release day actually, and I just completely forgot about it for some reason. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. But either way, we might as well jump into the issue whilst we still can, so let's get into it. Alright, so the issue picks up with Punisher, and we've pretty much seen him talk about how he's been crossing borders and he's now entered the 2099 district. And as you know, we did see Avengers 2099 from Secret Wars 2099. However, they don't actually appear in this issue for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, so as you could see there, I think that was the 616 Doctor Strange who hitched his soul onto Punisher. So pretty much what happened is, I think the vampires from the Deadlands destroyed Doctor Strange's body, so he had to hitch onto someone else's body, and in this case it's the Punisher. Now, as we come across this, we get Ghost Rider, Hulk, Wolverine and Spider-Man, which have teamed up to create the Infernal Four. And they're pretty much bad guys, and of course it is an alternate version of Spider-Man, an alternate version of Wolverine, and of course an alternate version of Ghost Rider and the Hulk. So yeah, just to clear that up in case you guys were a little bit mad about Spider-Man being evil. But yeah, so as you can see, Punisher has a bunch of crazy new powers. I'm not sure whether he's always had these powers or whether he only has these things because Doctor Strange is like in his body. I'm not quite sure about that, so maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so Punisher has pretty much just obliterated the Hulk, and it's something really unexpected. He turned him back into Bruce Banner and then turned into dust, which was crazy. Now, as you can see, Wolverine has just straight up come up from behind Punisher and stabbed him through the back, and now he is obliterating his face, and Punisher does something which I totally didn't expect. He pretty much commits suicide, and in this case, it's also going to kill Doctor Strange. So when this massive explosion happens, when Punisher sets off this device, it leaves a massive hole in the middle of 2099 basically. I'm not sure whether it just obliterated loads of buildings around it or whether they were actually in an open space like that. I'm not too sure. Now, moving on throughout the comic, we go back over to Castle Doom, which you will know from Secret Wars issue 2, which I just previously reviewed yesterday, if you want to go check that out. Now, yes, the Sheriff is an alternate version of Doctor Strange. So, the Doctor Strange that we have here has now transferred from Punisher to Wolverine, which is really useful because Wolverine is pretty much immortal, so now Doctor Strange is technically immortal. However, that story is now over and we move into the second section of the comic, which is going to the Iron War Zone. And as you can see on screen, we are now introduced to MODOK, the mental organism designed only for killing. That is what MODOK stands for. And he actually has the brilliant plan of bringing alternate versions of himself through a portal to his world, to Battleworld. Well, they might have already been on Battleworld, but they've pretty much just been brought to his location. But anyway, he's devising a plan to take down Doom. Doctor Doom is the god of Battleworld, and he wants to take him down and become the god of Battleworld himself. Now, as we all know, if you say that you want to be the god of Battleworld to yourself, like an alternate version, then that alternate version is also going to want to be the god of Battleworld. And that is where everyone starts arguing. And I absolutely love the humour in this, because we get one that can actually walk. Like, one of the MODOKs actually has arms and legs, and he says that he's actually got the power to walk through simple doorways. And I thought that was brilliant. Just something like that would really, really annoy such a person as the original MODOK, who wants all the power for himself. And as you can see there, we've got like a Spider-Man version who's made pretty much to keep order, you know, like be a superhero, but in a MODOK form, which is awesome. Now, the original MODOK wanted to send back all of his alternate versions of himself because they are so annoying. So he went to do that, and then his alternate daughter, I suppose, was saying that she wanted him to love her and stuff. And he kind of just looked at her and said, "What the heck is that?" And she went absolutely crazy, shooting beams from her hands, her feet, her forehead, shooting everyone. Spider-Man just stands there like, well, floats there, should I say. Like, guys, can we just calm down? And they all start going crazy. And as you could see there, one of them did actually join S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.H.I.E.L.D. is the enemy, but of course, in an alternate universe, they probably aren't, so yeah. Now, as you can see, the Thors of Battleworld are pretty much the police force. Like, they're Doom's police force, and they have gone to arrest MODOK, and they get there to discover all of these alternate versions of MODOK. And then, as you can see, he pretty much gives up and just says, put me out of my misery, I can't stand it any longer. And that is where the issue ends. Now, I thought that was a brilliant issue. It was a very humorous issue, because if you think about it, the Secret Wars and Battleworld so far has been so serious, so it's been nice to get like a little bit of humour in there, a little bit of funny details, and have a little bit of a fight between himself, like especially MODOK fighting with himself. I don't know, I thought that was just brilliant. That's like coming into contact with the unstoppable force and the immovable object. I mean, it's just brilliant. But yeah, the art was pretty good as well. I actually liked the art at the beginning of the comic, and I thought the art got really cartoony towards the end, which I also liked. So I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. We didn't see Captain America, so I don't know why he's on the front cover. And we didn't see Miles Morales either, so I don't know why he's on the front cover. But we did see a Spider-Man, or 2 Spider-Men technically, so yeah. But what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. And I will, of course, be talking to you guys down there as well. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button and go to the links in the description to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I post previews of early comics before they release on my Facebook page, and I also let you guys know when I'm editing videos on my Twitter page. So go check those out. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video.